Welcome everyone to Cape Town. We're at the Commuter Clubhouse, home of Darrvin e-bikes, and I'd like you to follow me because I'm excited to introduce you to our Darrvin Peak. I'm Gert, one of the founders of Darrvin e-bikes, and this is our 29er hardtail. We decided to do this as a 29er because I'm sure by now everyone understands the advantages that the 29er wheel gives you, especially on a hardtail. It's just a much easier rolling kind of feel and a more comfortable bike when you're out on the trails, riding over some rough rocks and technical terrain. One of the most important things to consider when you're doing that is obviously coupled with a 29er wheel is the tire that you use. So over here, we've got a 29 by 2.3 tire. So it's a nice and large volume tire with a very aggressive tread to give you grip and to give you a bit of confidence when you're riding. Other features that one gets out of a mountain bike, obviously, is the geometry of the bike. So our 29er bike has got a bit of a higher front end to give you that confidence and to give you that little bit of extra when you are out on the trail, to feel that you're not going over the front of the bike all of the time, but you feel comfortable and confident in tackling some of the more technical things. This mountain bike is driven by the Bafang M420 drive unit. Now, the M420 drive unit has an ISIS axle, so it's a bit of a thicker axle, making the power transfer much better than with some of the other electric units. It's a 350 watt drive unit and it delivers 80 Newton meters of torque. Coupled with that is a Shimano 9-speed drivetrain, and the 9-speed drivetrain gives you a nice and wide range between your low gears and your high gears. Up front, we have the Tektro hydraulic brake. These are very reliable brakes, and the Suntour XCR 100mm travel front shock. The computer and control unit of the bike is the Bafang DPC-10 computer. It's a full color LCD display that gives you a lot of information while you're riding. It'll give you the charge indicator, it's got a range indicator, trip distance, odometer, time of day, everything that you require. One of the features that's great on these computer and control units is the modes. So you'll see that the display is green at the moment, which gives you the eco mode. In the eco mode, you have got 5 settings. So when you're using eco mode, it accelerates and drives very smoothly, but you can change it to a sport mode and you'll see that the display turns red. In the sport mode, the response time of the motor is a lot quicker, so it feels more aggressive. It accelerates quicker. And on a mountain bike, that's quite a nice feature because it's a lot of start-stop kind of riding that you do when you're on a mountain bike. The display is also light sensitive, so if you're in full sunshine, you're still able to read the display because it brightens up. Some of the other things that I'd like to point out on this bike is, since it's a mountain bike, we've opted for a nice and wide handlebar, so you've got more control when you're out on the trails. It's a more direct drive, so you feel confidence in the riding. And then quite a sporty saddle, so it's a nice and narrow and quite a firm saddle to sit on. The battery is a semi-integrated battery, so it sits inside the down tube. This allows for a high capacity, which obviously extends your range. At the same time, easy to take out, easy to put in. It can be charged on the bike and it can be charged off the bike. Another important feature from this bike is that you're able to mount a bottle cage. For an e-bike, that's quite an important feature. And as with our other bikes in the range, we have pannier mounts. So if you want to go touring or you want to use the bike for something a little bit more versatile, it's absolutely possible. So I think that just about covers all of the important things, apart from the most important thing, and that's getting out there on a beautiful day like today. So let's go and ride.